Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempts to play Dungeons and Dragons remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have... Everyone's in the wrong spot. I'll fix that. With us, as always, we have Steven as... and the names are wrong. As Dromm. God. It's all falling apart. Dromm, the sorcerer. Tim as Vinny the rogue, Erin as Agnes the bard, and Nakul as Sir Pen, Paladin the paladin. I'm Shawn, your ever faithful and confused DM, and this is BND Live. All right. Now everything is good. I fixed it all. Look at that. Let's do a little recap. It was idyllic evening. You had one final night of mixed performances at the Duchess, courtesy of Agnes. And then the next morning, DePaul, you met with Winthrop. You procured a very detailed map of one of the paths to the bogs of Karathor. And you picked up horses and provisions. I have here that Dromm named his horse Hearse, Vinny named his horse Hee-Haw, Sir Pen named his horse Curly, and Agnes named her horse Brandy. You traveled around 34 miles of the 186 on the first day by barge, and then disembarked on your horses and continued on past the last known working mine. The next day, DeSaul, after about 24 miles, Agnes spotted an offshoot trail and then talked to the plants to learn of who had passed. Turns out that one, followed by many, had passed. After another 16 or so miles, you find a path to a cliff face with multiple caves. Vinny does some snooping and finds a changing of the guard is happening. Luckily, he is hidden. Agnes and Sir Pen have turned invisible, and Dromm is watching the horses. As the fresh sentinel is a little more awake and on guard, there's some shenanigans, but eventually the second charm person works and is successful. And after some minor distractions, Dromm arrives and speaks Draconic. And the sentry wants you to follow Vinny because you're his friend, and turns away. And instead of following, you decide to end the charm spell for good by running him through. You then take the body and retreat back to your horses and shelter in Lehman's tiny hut for the night. And Dromm sent up a hunting trap. All right, so refresh me as to the order of the watch for this DeSaul evening.
I presumed that on this night I was going to be first watch, and I would use that as time to set up the hunting trap and whatnot.
Okay, that sounds fair. All right, Dromm takes the first watch. Let's get a little Lehman's tiny hut here.
Agnes is good for the second.
What is the radius of it again?
It's a 10-foot radius.
All right, so something like that. Sure, why not?
Sizable hut.
It is a sizable hut.
Sizable hut.
Fits up to 9 medium-sized creatures comfortably.
But not one 9-foot tall creature.
Lehman must have been enormous to call this a tiny hut.
Yeah, but he could have fitted it. He calls it his useless hut because he can't fit in.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's glowing green. Oh, that's Dromm because he's blue.
Yeah, he's guarding. He's sitting the first watch.
It looks like we've got some spooning going on there. An Agnes sandwich, if you will.
Would you like to be on the end, Agnes?
No, I think
I'm
should be
getting
the
spooned
buffer.
now.
I think I should probably be the buffer.
Why don't we just make
There you go.
Vinny the spoon or the little spoon?
All right.
I'm stealthing over in the corner.
All right.
You're
So,
not gonna see me sleep.
and Dromm, remind me where you set up your hunting trap, please.
The idea was that it would be if someone was coming down from the mountains and was coming around to like scope out our the tiny hut. I sort of put it in a spot towards there that they would possibly be likely to or not step in.
All right. Give me a survival check. Let's see how well you set this trap.
6.
That's pretty
Alright.
good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good trap.
All right. As the and Agnes, what color did you make it on the outside?
Oh, the Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the trees, right?
Correct.
So
I mean, there's not. It's not like here. It's not a forest, but it's like
right, but
Yeah,
I would
there's some-
probably make it a similar brown as the bark,
All right.
whatever the bark color is.
Give me a stealth check for how well you blended it in.
I feel like we're in trouble.
And you slept through the night perfectly. No.
12.
All right. All right. Dromm, you're keeping an eye out. What's your
Yes.
passive perception?
My passive perception is 13.
All right. The night descends. The sky clouds up a bit. Dromm, you keep your eyes and ears open, having set the trap. Starlight filters through a little bit, but it's a pretty dark night. Dromm, you hear a twig snap. And you hear a curse in Draconic.
I message Vinny. Can I message someone who's asleep?
Don't know.
I feel like you could.
Yeah, it'd be like someone's talking to you while you're sleeping.
Right. It's just not like if they're unconscious, then maybe.
Yeah, it's like someone's whispering to you, basically. Only
I'm going to read the
inside.
text of it, which is you point your finger towards a creature within range, Vinny, and whisper a message, which I'll get to. The target hears the message and can reply in a whisper. So, rules as written.
Sounds
3
good.
years.
Sold. Sold.
And Dromm messages, wake up, we're not alone.
Oh boy. Alright. So I do that thing when like karate champions get knocked down and they get up real fast by springboarding themselves up. I do that and I stand up.
Give me an acrobatics check.
You got it. 24.
Wow.
There's
John,
probably
you're sort
ways
of-
to get quiet too.
John's sort of like looking over, like, see if the message was received, and you see Vinny like, like up, ready to go. And you like scramble to your feet as well, because you're like, oh, need this.
And I say I wasn't actually sleeping. I was waiting. I knew this would happen.
Do you say that out loud?
I half whisper it.
I don't
half
know if
message
it matters because I think that
Oh, does it keep sound contained?
it's
Really? I think we
I'm
decided.
not 100% certain, but
All right. Well,
well,
I'll
I know
say
that it's definitely magic can't get in,
yes. That is true.
and they shouldn't be able to see in, but we could see out.
Ooh.
Correct.
And for some reason, I thought that.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything about the audio properties of the hut. That's fine.
Okay. For
We'll-
some reason, I thought that when we were using the Lehman's tiny hut, heading towards Wesleyville with Lady Norfolk,
Mhm.
Lewin, I thought somehow that we made it so the sound wasn't, but that's okay. Whatever it is, it's fine.
You have not heard anything other than the twig snap and the curse drum.
I cast dancing lights, which has
Go
a
on.
range of say again,
Go on. I'm
which has
excited.
a range of 120 feet. So I'm going to cast it in a way. I'm going to cast it sort of like off to the side in a like maybe. Let's say, what do I want to do? Like maybe 40 feet up in the air, or not up in the air, sorry, 40 feet away, sort of off to the side to try to catch whoever that is attention and focus it away from the tiny hut. Does that make sense?
Sure,
You're using
so-
it as a distraction,
Yeah. Okay.
a diversion.
Okay. Okay, so you're creating them roughly 40 feet away, off to the side, basically.
Mhm.
Okay. And they shed light in a 10-foot radius. And now, are they? You have 4 of them. Are they all combined? Are they
Yeah.
strung out in a line?
In the glowing humanoid form thing.
A glowing humanoid form.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. I like it. So you create this sort of glowing thing off in a distance, and it sheds light in a 10-foot radius around it, and you hear almost immediately scrambling right where you know you put your trap. And then you hear shouts in Draconic of, "Halt! Stop right there!" And on the very edge of it, you see these 2 shapes, and they sort of split apart and like start to circle around this humanoid light shape. And then you hear a sound, almost as if something's being thrown. And you see this sort of dark shadow go straight through the light shape. And then you hear more cursing in Draconic, and then you hear nothing.
I wake up Agnes and Serpent.
All right, how do you do
Maybe
it?
like grab their feet or something.
Okay.
What are you gonna do, tickle our feet?
Grabbing me by my feet.
Oh,
Just like that's how I'm.
You're kicking me in my boots.
whoa, tickling her somewhere.
All right.
Oh, woke up.
So Fred, you wake up too?
Yeah, sure.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, sure.
is it already my watch?
Why are you waking me up, Dromm? I need my beauty sleep.
Shh. They're out there. What do you think, Vinny? Do we rush them?
It seems like there's 2, right?
I think so.
I think we could take 2. I don't think nothing bad will happen if we just try and take 2 of them and assume no more will come out of the cave, right?
That sounds right.
All right. Do we want to plan or just go nuts?
Is the body in the hut with you?
Probably.
Did someone bring it in?
Yeah.
Is that
I mean,
that smell?
I thought that we were going to, before we went to bed, I thought we were going to search it, but we could do that in the morning.
Somebody
yeah.
dragged it in.
Yeah, we could say you search it. Do you want to search it?
Yes.
Before bed, you searched it.
Yeah.
Someone's
Yeah.
on that body pillow.
So as we were determining what our
Watch. No.
goal would be for watches, we were rifling through the body.
Yeah. The tattoo on the arm certainly is noticeable.
Ooh.
Vinny recognizes that.
Ooh.
And other than that, there's the scimitar. No money. Not much else.
This guy's worthless.
Yep.
Except that tattoo.
What is he wearing?
Sort of not much other than the black cloak. Like if you take off the black cloak, it's basically like this lizard dude. He's like
Is he tall?
medium build.
Dromm, do you want to impersonate them? You could wear their cloak.
Looks a lot like that guy there.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, is it a decent cloak or is it like shabby?
Oh, the cloak is pretty good actually. It's not shabby.
Okay.
And it's like all black. Big hood that sort of hides the face.
All right.
Think like graduation robes almost. Only,
With a hood.
lizardy with a hood, yeah.
All right. I mean, I'll at least take the cloak. I mean, couldn't
All right.
hurt. I already have a really nice cloak, but
Can never have too many cloaks.
yeah.
Unless you're trying to carry them all, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, you've lost shape. You've lost sight now. Your lights are still out there, but you don't know where they are at this point.
All right. Should we sneakily head out?
Yes.
Yes. Whisper.
So we're not even going to spend the night here. We're just gonna skedaddle out, or are we
No.
going after them?
We're going after them.
Okay. Were you guys?
We need some answers.
So are you going to kill them?
Uh,
Because we weren't going to kill this guy. We were going to try to get answers from him, but
well,
then someone ran him through for a 24 hit and
well,
killed him
Well-
instantaneously.
If we kill these other guys, maybe they have answers in their pockets.
yes. Kill first, ask for answers later.
All right. Well,
Well, so you want to try and take them alive? That's fine, but what's our plan?
I'm going to put the cloak on, at least,
Okay.
because I figured if it's pretty dark out, then wearing a black cloak would probably be good.
All we've heard so far is curses in Draconic. So, Dromm, can you teach Draconic curses to Agnes? And then you can just wander around muttering that, and they'll think you're one of them. Or at least be confused.
Well, I was thinking about disguising self as that lizard guy that I'm looking at right now, and then just having Dromm message me with things to say.
Agnes, as you're sort of hushed and whispering this to the others, you notice out of the corner of your eye, one of the lizard folk is approaching you guys.
Uh-oh.
He's like 15 feet away only. He's very close.
Does it look like he's just taking a stroll, or is he coming over with a purpose, like he sees something?
Well, you haven't noticed him yet.
Roll an insight check.
Oh, can I do an insight check?
You haven't noticed him yet. And Agnes is the only one who's seen him.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so Agnes will roll an insight check. Only a 9.
He looks like he looks like he might have heard something. And he's coming over to investigate, but he hasn't.
boy.
You get the idea. He's like sort of like sniffs the wind,
Uh-oh.
comes a little closer.
All right, I
now
think we're
probably
gonna.
about 10
I think
feet
we're
away
gonna
from you.
bum rush this guy.
Can we cast things through the tent flaps?
Let me check. I know that spells can't get into, but spells might be able to leave.
It's a really odd feeling because he's like so close, like Agnes probably like tapped the rest of you. I'll assume that happened. He's like right outside the hut now.
Oh boy. All right. Can I cast minor illusion?
Do whatever you want.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, here. Spells and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
So basically, we're in a bubble. Nothing goes in or out of the bubble.
Uh-oh, was my dancing light thing? I guess I would have had to open the flap. So I guess the flap is open.
There is no.
There's no flap,
I guess
but
it was
you could
I
have
guess
just.
I was outside the hut.
Yeah, you were outside the hut for a second, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And he like bumps into it. He sort of starts running away.
Uh-oh.
And you hear shouts in Draconic, and Dromm, you would be able to translate them as basically like, "I found them! I found them!" He's shouting
boy.
as he runs away.
Only Dromm knows that.
Yeah, you guys just hear some shouts in Draconic.
More curtains.
Sounds like there's maybe more than 2 of them. Maybe not. But maybe.
Did we lose the element of surprise?
Yes.
Okay. Should we get out of this tent?
Yes.
You can get out of the tent. You can go through it.
Alright, I'm getting out of this damn tent.
All right.
And is there like a rock or a little bump I can hide behind?
Absolutely. Yeah. You want to do a stealth check to hide?
Yeah, I'm immediately hiding. Okay. And that would be 28.
Yeah, you're pretty well hidden.
Sweet. Good luck, suckers!
Can I hide where he is?
I don't even think you saw where he went with that roll. Your horses are like outside the hut. They're nearby, I guess. Is that fair to say?
All right. Well, Agnes is definitely getting her weapons at the ready.
Alright, now I'm gonna cast where'd my thing go? I'm gonna cast something. Minor illusion. And I'm gonna create an image of Paelias away from the tent.
You don't even know Paelias.
Oh, I'm gonna create an image of some clown and I'm picturing my head.
Skulldrake?
Sure. Skulldrake. He's a clown. Okay, yeah. Between the tent and the noises. I'm covering cat fur.
You're gonna put a minor illusion.
Yeah. It looks like Skulldrake.
Where is it?
Far away from the tent. But so that those guys, if they're coming over, they'll see it. It's kind of hard to indicate that.
Ooh, I think I might be able to throw my voice as an actor.
I've got message. Can make them hear it
It can't create
inside there.
sound, light, smell, or anything. Okay.
If that's helpful.
Yeah, he won't be able to move. It's just like mannequin Skulldrake, right?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check. See how good this illusion is.
It's gonna be good. That would be 6. It's not good.
All right.
It's like a scarecrow.
It's 6 good.
All right, so you create this thing, and you hear sort of shouts, and then a little further off, other shouts. You get the feeling that things are happening. Do the people in the tent want to do anything in this sort of same moment that Vinny is casting the spell?
Yes, I want to flank. I want to go outside. I want to go past Vinny and sort of take up a flanking position.
So over here somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I see where the minor illusion is?
Skull fake.
Yes.
Skull.
I think you can.
How far?
How far did you put it, Vinny?
It can only go 30 feet, so it wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
All right.
Horses.
I get advantage when I try to mimic the speech of another person or sounds made by creatures that I have heard before.
All right.
If I've heard them for at least a minute, then I get advantage.
Yeah, you've talked to Skulldrake in the past for more than a minute.
All
so
right. So I'm gonna try to grow my voice and sound like Skulldrake.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, "You numbnuts, get back to the cave."
All right. Give me a persuasion check.
Well, it would either be performance or deception.
Oh, fair enough.
Say that.
It does say I get advantage on
Oh.
deception and performance checks. As if I'm trying to pass myself off as a different person or mimic the speech of another person. So I'm guessing it would probably be deception.
It's...
I mean, it doesn't matter. I get the same bonus.
Yeah. Fair enough. Go for it.
I mean, just so you know, persuasion would be plus 10.
Yep.
And performance would be plus 7, and deception would be plus 7. So it's up to you.
It's weird. So it's like you're not trying to deceive them. You're trying to persuade something, but you're trying to perform as another person. You said it's a plus 7 or plus 10.
Yeah.
Why don't you, let's split the difference. Give me a plus 8.
All right, I'll just do performance, and I'll add 1.
We're making it up.
All right, so it would be a 24.
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm convinced. Into the cave.
You hear 2 shouts in Draconic. Yes, master. The master has returned. And you hear some scrabbling, and the sound recedes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to wait about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to whisper to, I'm guessing, at least Pen. I can see at least where Dromm is, right?
Yeah, I guess Dromm would be the only one who understood that, and he's not near you guys, so you just heard shouts and then receding sounds.
Right, and receding. All right, so I want to wait a good 30 seconds, so I think that they're far enough away for me to talk again in my own voice.
Sure.
And then I'm going to say maybe we should try to retreat away from here as well. Or at least come up with a better plan while they are that way.
All right, so you whisper that to Sir Pen. Sir Pen, what are you going to do?
Shall we get on the horses, or should we warn Vinny and Dromm and get on our horses and go?
Well, I definitely think that we should come up with a plan, whether we're going to retreat or we're going to chase. If we give chase, we're going to be out in the open on mountainous terrain. If we retreat, we'll be going through these trees. And although some of us have dark vision, I don't know how well the horses can see. I mean, we can lead them, but...
All right, can I slither over to the tent?
Right now, no one knows where you are. Like, you're so... Like, Dromm saw you go that direction, so he went that direction too, but, like, really, no one knows where you are right now, Vinny. So, yeah, you could slither over to the tent. You can't see inside the tent. You can just see the camouflage color that Agnes made it.
Okay, so...
But you can walk through. It says...
I'm not going back in that tent. All right, so I'm just going to slither over and be like, what are you guys doing? Get out! They're leaving.
This you do notice, Dromm.
I head back as well.
All right, so then I guess we can leave the tent.
Shall we strategize now that we're all together?
Yes. The one that was shouting said that the master has returned, and so they've been convinced.
Awesome. Through your voice, did that cost a spell slot?
No, it's because I have the actor feat.
Ooh, we do that a lot.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, I technically could disguise myself as Skulldrake.
Ooh. I think we got a plan. we all hide under one robe. Agnes disguises herself as Skulldrake, and we just slowly move our big amorphous blob down into the cave. And if anyone comes near us, we take it.
Or can we do the Wookiee prisoner shred?
Hey, if it's a good plan, we should do it. Let's do it.
You bought yourself some time. What are you gonna do?
I mean, clearly they were able to understand Skulldrake talking to them if they retreated to the cave as they were told to do. So they must be able to understand common.
Yeah.
All right, let's get him.
So then, all right, if I'm going to be disguising myself as Skulldrake, Dromm, I am going to need for you to message anything that I need to be able to say in Draconic or understand in Draconic so I can answer.
Got
So
it.
you gotta be on that.
Is this a good opportunity for Operation Tall Drake? I mean, you'd be really tall this time.
I mean,
If
I
you're on
can-
Dromm's shoulders, you'd be like 12 feet tall.
Because Agnes isn't short. She's like an elf. I mean, half elf.
Yeah, well, I think I'm like 5'6" or something.
Yeah, you'd be really tall.
Because I'm a half
The
elf.
cloak is not the lizard folk are not that tall, so the cloak definitely wouldn't cover.
All right.
The cloak will cover like Agnes if she stoops, basically.
Okay, so Agnes, you disguise yourself. Wear
Yeah.
that cloak if you need it, and then we could sneak off from another direction.
I will also say that disguise self could include the cloak, so you could technically have Agnes with the disguise self cloak and then the real cloak for someone else.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't need to wear that cloak if I'm disguising self because I would have all the clothes that Sir Skulldrake had, which I would probably just imagine him the last time I saw him and whatever he was wearing.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, so I'm disguising self. Here I go. As Skulldrake.
Oh, there he is, guys. Let's get him.
Vinny,
What?
that's not really Skulldrake, Vinny.
All right, I was rolling around.
Okay.
Dirt to me.
So, wait. So we are going after them now. That's the.
Oh, we've got an hour.
We've got the element of surprise. They think their boss is here. They're panicking. Or at least they retreated, or I don't know. Maybe
This
they're-
sounds good to me.
All right.
All right, so we send in Agnes first.
Agnes is so not happy about doing this.
Oh, you're just being an actor. You don't have to do anything. You're their boss.
Yeah, but that's only if I can continue to pass myself off as Skulldrake. All right. Let's go. How long is it gonna take to get up there?
No, not long. You're not that far.
Okay.
All right. So what's the how are you approaching?
I'm probably. I mean, if I'm with these guys, would they just assume like that they're with me? Like that they're friends, that they're allies? Or are they going to recognize Sir Penn?
What can Sir Penn wear the cloak?
Yeah, Sir Penn can wear the cloak.
Cool.
Even though it might be a little on the short side for him.
I think it
but
would fit him better
definitely
than Dromm.
wear it over your face.
The Dromm is blue.
All right. So we got Sir Penn in the cloak. We got what else?
I don't know.
Agnes.
Vinny, can you do anything?
All I could do is stay out of sight.
All right, so Vinny could just, I guess, stealth it up. And then Dromm, since you talk Draconic, I mean, I can use you as an interpreter, if need be.
Or he's the reason he's with you. He's your visitor, in addition to Sir Penn.
I mean, I feel like I could, if I speak Draconic to them, they could sort of see that as I'm one of them, right?
Yeah. So we're not going in with the Wookiee prisoner. We're going in as I'm Skulldrake, and I've brought allies to help in our efforts to overthrow. I don't even know
The
what
Duke.
Skulldrake's real plan is, but yeah, to start taking Oh gosh, I don't know what his
Like
deal
that
is.
bastard Sir Penn, we're gonna try to get all his
All right, Vinny,
All
you're
his-
hiding.
girls.
Yeah, I wonder if I should not be hiding. Well, I should probably be hiding.
Okay.
Want to
You
stay
guys,
like
you guys,
50 feet back or something?
Yeah.
you guys head up the trail to the cave entrance.
This is just such a bad idea.
Yes, we do.
All right. And Vinny, what are you doing?
I'm just staying like 15 feet off to the side.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Got it. Don't roll that one. 25.
All right. All right, you make your way in the dark. Agnes, you have dark vision.
I do.
Dromm does not. Sir Penn does, I think. Is that true?
I do. Sir Penn does. Sir Penn can see.
Dromm,
Where's
Oh.
60 feet?
nice.
I'm surprised
Yes.
that Drum doesn't, being giants.
He sees over the clouds.
Hmm. I guess I've always relied on dancing lights if I need them.
All right, and I assume you did you drop that from before?
I went back inside the hut at some point, so I suppose I would have had to.
Okay. All right, so you're staying close to them. There's a little bit of ambient light, but it's tough. You got to watch your
Okay.
footing. You get up to the top, and you see this group in front of you. There's a slightly taller lizard. Cloak his back, some sort of elaborate headdress, holding a trident. Sir Penn, you notice the trident right away. There's another lizard folk, sort of larger, beefier than the others. And then there's a third, sort of with a staff with this sort of elaborately carved wooden top to it. And the one in the front with the trident, Dromm, you hear, they sort of all bow actually as you come closer. And Dromm, you hear, Master, you have come sooner than we expected.
And I message Agnes and say, they say, Master, you've come sooner than they expected.
Did they say it in Draconic?
They said it in the Draconic.
Okay. All right. So then, I guess.
Can you say anything? That would be very well.
And can we speak back to them and like comment on I feel like talking in comment on, or they probably don't understand it.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, the thing is, Skulldrake's first command to them sent them back to the cave.
Oh, in their language.
So they obviously knew enough to go back to the cave. So I'm going to put on an air of impatience.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, I think the Duke suspects something. So I had to come sooner.
You say that in common?
Yep.
The one holding the trident immediately shifts demeanor and says, and when I say shifts demeanor, gets more wary, guarded, and says, "But sir, you took care of the Duke."
Did you say that in common?
But yeah, I was going to say.
No, Draconic still.
He says, but sir, you took care of the Duke.
Oh my gosh, I can't think fast enough.
So
And the
yeah,
thing
do
is,
something.
and me and Vinny don't know what's being said right now because
Correct.
John's only telling Agnes.
You're just sort of standing there.
Uh,
They're looking at you.
I will say that the Duke now has a wizard on his side.
Okay. He sort of looks. He looks to the lizard folk with the staff, and then looks back to you and says, "The clone is alive."
In Draconic,
In Draconic.
the clone is alive. The clone is alive, question mark.
I wonder how fast this is actually happening.
I know.
5 minutes between like all of this stuff that's going on.
Slowest conversation.
It's so
It has gravitas.
dramatic.
There's some
Yes.
gravitas, exactly.
And I mean, you know, Skulldrake is being an arrogant a-hole. So, so the clone. He said the clone is alive. The clone is a what?
The clone is alive? Question mark.
So it seems.
He does a slight bow, less of a bow than before, and says, "What would you have us do with the woman?"
He asks, "What would you have us do with the woman? Should we see her? Where is she, or something?"
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna just say, bring her to me. Now.
He sort of nods to the big beefier one who turns and goes into the cave. And when he goes into the cave, you see like another little one like, oh, and he like runs into the cave too. He was like listening. The beefy one comes back less than a minute, maybe around a minute, and throws bodily this woman, bloodied, looks like she's barely alive. If you had to guess, it'd be like 1 hit point type of thing. Like barely even makes a grunt as her limp body hits the ground in front of you. But you do see a sort of shuddering breath as she hits the ground. And the one with the pitchfork triton turns back to you and says, "She's alive. Barely."
Well, I didn't think you were going to take my word that seriously.
Have I displeased you, master?
She's unrecognizable.
I assure you, she is Isura.
Do I recognize that name?
Vinny, you have an inkling that this is the name that you heard the Rat Kings talking about when they cursed the leader of the Badgers.
Okay, so I might know that, but I don't really. I'm not
Agnes
connected
would not know that.
Agnes would not know
with
that.
what's happening though.
You, while the rest of it is in Draconic, you would hear the name Isura.
Oh, okay. And I go.
And then, Dromm, you would be
Yeah.
telling me that I assure you this is Isura.
Correct.
All right, then I'm going to turn to Dromm, and I am going to essentially command him to take her.
Yes, master.
Bring her.
Who is the sword again? I'm trying to remember.
No, we don't know. We don't know
Oh,
who she is.
I thought that name was familiar.
Did you really make that noise, Vinny?
No,
Are you sure?
mentally I did.
Okay. All right. So Drum, you pick her. You pick up the limp body.
Mhm.
Sort of sling it over fireman carry.
Yeah.
All right. Master, where are you taking her?
Further into the bog.
Yeah.
Shall we follow?
In 2 days.
What are we to do for that period of time?
I know that from the trees that there was someone being chased, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that I know that the person who was being chased looked different than these guys, right?
Correct. That's what the plants were able to say. Yep.
Yeah. Could you remind me of anything else? Was it? Is he wearing?
That's basically all they like.
That's all they were able to
That's
say.
all they were able to say.
Useless plants.
So I'm gonna say, you still need to catch that gentleman that you were chasing.
Master, why are you not speaking our language?
And I immediately say, when do you start to question the master?
In Draconic.
In Draconic.
And then I repeat it as best as I can.
Uh-oh.
You repeat what you just heard Drum say?
Yeah.
Drum, give me an intimidation.
I'm saying this aloud. That's what I'm.
I understand. Yeah. Did you?
Dromm says it out loud.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm
Okay.
not hearing this in my head.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't repeat it then.
No, I'm going to say to Agnes actually, stand down is, and then I'll say what stand down is.
Okay.
Sorry, intimidation?
Yeah.
21.
21.
All right, so then
That's intimidating.
after he says what he just says,
Yeah.
I say in Draconic to him,
Yeah.
stand down.
You saying that? You say that to Drum?
I say it to Dromm.
Okay. And Drum, what do you do?
I stand down.
And I'm gonna flash like an evil look over at the lizards.
And if you want, I message Agnes, if you want 2 days is, and I say what 2 days is in Draconic.
And then I say 2 days. And then I turn and I start to walk away.
Give
What?
me a performance check.
$14.
All right.
Oh wait, I get advantage, right?
Wait, why?
I'm acting.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretending to be
Sure.
Skulldrake.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's better. 19.
Oh boy.
All right. You turn and start basically going back the way you came. Drum, what are you doing?
To the hut.
Sir Penn, what are you doing?
I watch them for a moment just to make sure there's nothing.
You notice them
Yeah.
giving like looks between each other, but they have not taken any other action.
That's good enough. I follow the master.
So, as Sir Penn, right, having the trident, would I recognize another trident, or like know where it's from, or know anything about it?
Oh,
Based-
that's a good question. It is not of Triton make. It looks rather brutish to your refined taste, cruel in its fashion. But You don't recognize it. It is merely a weapon in this person's hand.
Got it. So tritons are not the only ones to use. Sorry. Oh.
It's definitely not a triton that's holding it. It is a lizard person. Humanoid.
Does Ken have a triton? I mean,
Not to your knowledge. Are you following the others down the hill?
yes.
All right. Vinny, you see all this happen. You don't really understand any of the Draconic. You understand Skulldrake's first comment, and then at the end you're like, where did Agnes learn how to speak Draconic?
I know how to speak Goblin.
And then you sort of you see them turn and start to walk down the mountain. What do you do?
I back away and try and head back down myself.
All right. All right. You guys get back down. You're on the path. You feel like you're out of audible range, at least of the cave entrance. What do you want to do?
I'm just going to keep walking right to the horse. I'm going to get on that horse, and I am going to just keep going.
It's
All
nighttime,
right.
man.
Yeah, well, but that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to stay as Skulldrake until my disguise wears out after the hour, just in case.
Okay, Dromm, you have a barely alive person slung over your shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I can actually heal that person.
I was going to ask, does anyone?
Yeah. I could also help out.
I cannot.
So I definitely have
anyone
cure
help
wounds.
her?
So I can do mending at will, right? Oh no, that's mending.
Mending is like fixing clothes
Oh, yeah,
and
whoops.
stuff.
Where is
Well, maybe
the...
her clothes are messed up too.
I feel like
Her clothes are really they're like she's been fighting for her life.
she needs the
All
worst.
right, well, once we're on the horses, I just need to touch her.
It's not that kind of show.
No, but like I just need to be able to lay my hand on her in order to. It is a her, right?
It's a her.
Okay. And I could do cure wounds. So I'm gonna do a level 1. Yeah, a level 1 cure wounds on her. So here it comes. And she gets, yeah, not bad, 8 hit points back.
Pretty good. Got good rolls tonight.
All right. Drum, do you have her on the back of your horse, or are you putting her on the back of? Who would be the
Agnes.
smallest among you, or the lightest?
Probably Vinny.
Probably Vinny or Agnes, I guess. Probably Vinny, actually.
Well, I don't know.
Gotta get rid of that Vuvuzela.
Yeah.
Wait, what's happening? She's stealing my horse?
No. You're on the horse with, like, you're sharing a horse.
We need a horse that can take 2 people, 2 small people.
Hot. I'm not that small. I'm 6'1". I'm 1.5.
Small.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, but you recognize her name, so maybe.
Oh, I didn't
You
tell
could-
anyone that, yeah.
I know, but maybe you offer to take her onto your horse.
Yeah, alright, just to keep watch. Because I know.
All right, so she's
I
now
suspect.
sort of awake and riding on your horse with you, Vinny. Totally make this happen. I can't.
That's right, just drag her behind.
Yeah, we'll pretend.
Yeah.
It is a good thing that I am a good actress, people.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, so it's probably close to 11 p.m. ish.
Yeah, I'm tired. We got to get out of here, though.
Yeah.
And she's sort of, she becomes fully aware of her surroundings when she is healed, but she's like, where am I? Who are you?
Vinny.
I mean, as Skulldrake still, I mean, I don't know how long.
Oh, you're still Skulldrake.
For an hour. Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
whenever the hour's up, I'll be Agnes again. But
Alright, so I'm just going to whisper to her, you're safer for now.
She sort of looks around, and yeah, takes in Skulldrake, and you feel a quick intake of breath, and she whispers in your ear, Vinny, this doesn't seem like a safe place.
Don't worry. Just trust me. Give it an hour.
Are you going to like tell her
What?
anything?
I wasn't sure how much.
You want to tell her? All right, then don't tell her anything.
What language are you guys speaking? Like, we can all talk, right?
She's whispering like right in Vinny's ear.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just common. I'm assuming whatever she's saying to me. Yeah.
She's speaking common.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure she doesn't start freaking out, start yelling or scrambling or whatever. So.
Okay.
I didn't want to. I don't know. Do we want to get into conversations right now?
Give me a persuasion check.
I like how I actually look like Skulldrake right now.
18.
All right. You say that she quiets down. You can feel her body is sort of tense behind yours on the horse.
Oh, she's behind me. Okay.
Yeah. And you're riding. Are you riding back? Where are you riding?
We're probably trying to head
Following
back
Skulldrake.
to back to the path that led to the main road.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
Well-
Yep. That's fine.
Okay. We were trying to find Skulldrake, though, right? Ultimately.
Right, but we went off the beaten path because we saw a trampled trail
And found Skulldrake's hideaway.
and found the lizard hideaway.
Yeah.
For the people that are Skulldrake's disciples.
Right. So
So,
right, but we're just back on the main road. We can still wait for Skulldrake in the area.
We could get some answers from this girl at least.
I just
Yeah,
wanted
sure.
to put some distance between us and the lizard folk.
You want to set up your hut again?
I could spend 10 minutes to do that. Yeah.
How long do you want to ride before that happens?
He's another 50 feet.
Well, I mean, how far can the horses go in an hour?
How far can the horses go in an hour? That's a very good question. I know the answer to that question. I know that a riding horse can go 6 miles in an hour
All right. So
at a normal pace.
And if we see a good spot where we might be under good cover, then we can stop there. It doesn't have to be like super far from the, like
Yeah,
from where we were. Just want to put distance so that they're not going to be looking for us.
6 miles won't actually even get you back to the main path,
No, I think that's okay.
but that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, so we can travel for the hour, and then I'll look for a spot that looks reasonable for the tiny hut, and then I'll spend 10 minutes and the minute to cast the ritual spell.
All right.
All
So
right.
are we stopped right now?
So it's around midnight. You guys have a tiny hut again?
Yes,
Sweet.
it's a good thing this is a ritual spell for me.
All right.
All right. So as we stop, I gather everyone around and I say,
I think disguise self would be up too if you walk for an hour, right?
Oh yeah. Once the hour, I probably stopped at some point before the hour.
Yeah. Okay.
so I say, your name is Isura, right?
Sure.
Did she say
Yes.
Oh.
I find myself at a loss. What's your name?
So I say to everyone else, and I say, this may be the leader of the Badgers.
You say that out loud? Yeah?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I did.
Who are you referring to?
I.
Gesture at Ashura.
Oh,
What do you know of the Badgers?
Pests, get in my garden, eat my root vegetables.
Badgers, mushrooms.
Don't like snakes.
That's a strange response.
Sorry, force of habit. Yeah, they're a thieves guild. Definitely not the best one, not even close. There's some others I can think of that are way cooler. Got themselves into some trouble.
Multiple times.
Yep.
Mhm.
There's some clown named Ken, not even a knight, just regular old Ken, kind of running them.
They die easy.
Oh yeah, yep. Dumb name. They smell.
You seem nice though.
Yeah.
She's just silently staring at you as you rattle off that litany.
She's silently judging you.
By the way, I didn't get a chance to say you're welcome. So, you're welcome.
Thank you. How did you know? How did you find me?
Smelly badgers. Real easy to find you guys.
All right.
Well, to be honest, you weren't the person we were looking for, but you seemed like you needed help.
Yes, I was certainly in need of help. Where are you headed?
I look at Agnes.
Well, we're actually out to catch Skulldrake.
You are. To catch him.
In a bag and then beat that bag.
I think I'll make my way back.
To that cave?
No. No. Not to that cave. But thank you again, truly, for saving my life.
Hold on, lady. We need some answers.
Do
Why
you?
would Skulldrake want you as a captive?
Well, it would appear that I'm the only one who knows what he is.
A clone?
No. What about clones?
Well, apparently the lizards believe there's a clone.
She sort of takes that in a moment. Huh. All right. Well, again, thank you.
Sure. Yeah, just let us know what Skulldrake is.
Well, you're gonna catch him, so you'll find out soon enough.
No, now would be a good time.
She turns and she starts to walk away.
Nope, that's not gonna happen.
Oh boy.
All right.
She's walking away.
Jason, I'm gonna walk with purpose.
Okay, I cast Mage Hand to grab her ankle.
All right. Interesting. Give me a what is the strength of a mage hand?
It just says can't carry more than 10 pounds. It can't technically attack,
Well, it's
but
like
it's a grab,
it could
so
get in the way.
it can technically grab
I was hoping
things
to trip her.
or pull things.
I do have rope.
Ooh, that's what
I
we need to
also have essentially like binding. Oh, I'm just gonna throw my binding thing at her.
Oh,
What are you gonna throw at her?
I have I have from the lizards a metal thing.
Like one of those bolo things to swing?
No, I have a metal ball that if I throw it at someone, it binds them. What is it called?
Bunny balls.
No, I got it. What's it?
Did you ever learn something
Yeah.
about it?
I asked you know, the guy with the eye, the tabaxi with the eye,
Wimblecat?
Wimblecat. I asked him about it.
Did you find out a key piece of information?
I think I have to say a word
Okay.
to activate it.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know if I wrote that word down.
Go, gadget, lightning balls.
Multi-metal sphere with several different bands. I did not write. Did I write down? Well, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, did he ever cast identify to get the actual word? Yeah.
No, I don't recall. So, I mean, if we don't want to use the binding thing, that's fine.
All right, I just tackle her.
I have to look that up.
I mean, you may have. I do have a vague recollection of you learning about it. I can't remember though.
I know, but I don't want to take advantage of something that didn't actually happen.
Yeah. All right, Vinny. You jump to tackle her. Give me an athletics check.
My specialty. It's -1. All right. That would be a 2.
She deftly sidesteps. You find yourself on the ground in the mud, and she continues walking.
Oh, she's good. She's good. All right. So I yell back at the other guy, "Little help!" While Agnes is looking in her dictionary for words.
And by the way, she's still not running. She's just like still walking casually away from you.
Right. I try to mage hand her ankle again.
She hops over the glowing hand and continues
Oh,
walking.
she's rugged. All right. No wonder she's leader of the Badgers.
Though technically, isn't the mage hand invisible?
Oh, is it invisible?
Yeah,
I don't
that's one of his arcane trickster perks.
It might be special because I'm a rogue.
Ooh, okay. All right, fair enough. Let's see. She barely stumbles but keeps walking.
Nah, not so good, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right, I look back at Dromm and Serpent. I'm like, little help.
All right, let's use some rope. Or we already have the thing on her, so.
No, we don't have anything on her.
Oh, it was the mage hand. All right, so I have 50 feet of rope. Anybody know how to tie some knots?
Just grab her.
She's now about 45 feet away from you.
Well, I mean, I'm walking purposely after her.
Oh, you're
All
following
right,
her. Okay.
I'm
walking-
following her purposefully.
Okay, so you're all following her. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm just looking for.
We're all slowly following her while she walks away.
Vinny gets up and dusts himself off.
All right.
Oh, Skulldrake has a glamour.
All right, can I tackle her again? This is attempt number 2.
All right, you can try.
All right, I'm going to try again.
All right, give me an athletics check.
You got it. I've been training. And it's a 5.
You try to tackle her. She sidesteps again, and before you even know what happened, she's got a dagger in her hand, and she's holding it down at you, holding it against your throat.
Where'd that come from?
Exactly. Even the lizards didn't find it. And she's like, "Look, I really appreciate you saving my life, but if you try to tackle me one more time, I will end yours."
Okay, all right. 2 times is the limit. I get it. Right. Good info for later.
She like looks back at the rest of you and turns and starts walking again.
I know it's a little late at night, but I can always sending Stone Wimblecat and ask him if he talked about this with me. Because that I did write down that we exchanged contacts.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Because he did tell me about Skulldrake having a glimmer or a glamour.
Yes, he did tell you that. That is true. I mean, you could try to sending Stone Wimblecat right now.
I mean, we have 4 people. She's one barely beaten up lady with a tiny dagger. I can't tackle her. Not a third time.
I can't tackle her. If there's one thing we've learned tonight, it's that Vinny can't tackle her.
Third time is not the charm. I'm not doing that again.
I mean, I guess as Agnes will just step over the body of Vinny And she's going to try to, I guess, persuade Isura that they should work together to take down Skulldrake.
All right. So is that what you say? You say we should work together to take down Skulldrake?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
16.
You're plus 10.
Yes. I was like, 0.6. That sucks. 16.
What the hell?
Excuse me.
Oh my god, that die is gone. Going to the
Your
backup.
die is gone.
Going to the backup die. You know, it's like it bounced off the carpet underneath the couch. She stops. She turns. I'm listening.
Clearly, Skulldrake is up to no good. And I know that you were clearly a big obstacle or a very important person in his plans. Either way, he was going to kill you.
Oh, I think there's a fair chance he still will.
But if we get him first, your chances of surviving increase exponentially.
She sort of looks at you again, looks at Vinny getting up from the ground the second time. Look, I can be cruel. I've known to be cruel, but you should stay away from him.
From Skulldrake?
Yeah,
Well,
from
of course,
Skulldrake.
he's a bad guy.
Wait, what's that?
Of course, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, guy.
Well, yes, we do know that he is changing his appearances.
That's an understatement. Look,
The more you can help us, the more that we can help you. We can take him down, and then it's one less bad guy out there. And you can continue with running your Thieves Guild with less threat.
I've got no Thieves Guild left. Look, everybody's dead. I am the last one probably, okay?
Didn't we hear there were some?
Well, there were some.
We heard there were some.
Who?
The Badgers.
Where?
And Ken took them on an adventure up the river.
Yeah, an adventure. I haven't heard from them. I assume they're dead.
No, they're not dead. They were just badly hurt.
How do you know that?
Because they tried to steal from this guy. And I point over to Penn.
Oh my god. Okay, look. We're even. You don't know me. I won't kill you. This is done.
Wait, hold on.
She
I'm
turns.
confused.
He starts to walk again.
Wait. Sorry. Explain.
Give me,
What? How are we even?
give me a persuasion check.
Persuade. 4.
She doesn't even falter in her steps.
All right, then I'm like, how are we even?
She stops. She turns. You're the assholes in the alley. You killed a lot of my friends. You saved my life, though. We're even.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, they attacked us, and we were defending ourselves. It's not like we went out to do harm. We went out for a good time.
You attacked our base of operations.
Okay, well, to be fair, I look at Vinny.
You rolled up with a bunch of your stupid ass rat kings.
Rat Kings.
Do you deny that?
Because you attacked us first.
Yeah.
Why would we attack you? Who are I know who he is because he's fucking rich, but I don't know who the rest of you are.
We're his friends.
Wait, who's rich?
Well, good luck killing a dragon. And she turns and starts to walk away again.
Hold the phone! Wait a minute. Now I cast 2 mage hands to grab both her legs.
I think you can only cast one, but
I cast them so fast, it's like 2 of them. Alright, hold on. Dragon?
Skulldrake.
She turns around
Drake?
again. Look, what do you think you're dealing with? What do you think you've stumbled into here? Do you think this is all fun and games?
Well, I was having fun.
No, but why is Skulldrake after you?
Because I'm the only one who fucking knows he's a dragon.
Oh, great. Now he's after us.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
he is. He lured you out
dragon.
here. Let me guess. The Duke sent you to find Skulldrake.
or the faux duke, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, no, that was Skulldrake. It's all the same thing. It's the fucking black dragon. You're all gonna die. Just find a nice place to do it, okay? Leave me out of it.
Ooh.
She turns and starts to walk away again.
You're going the wrong way anyway.
Huh.
Isura.
She stops again.
Wait. Okay. Do you think it's safe to reveal my identity? Or she already can tell?
She already knows.
You
She
know.
already knows. In case you don't know, I am Sir Penn of
The Paladin Estates.
Paladin Estates in the Wellesley.
Wesleyville.
Wesleyville.
Yes.
Say Wesley.
It's been a long time since
Very
we
convincing.
last left.
It's late.
so-
It's late. It's after midnight. It's been a long day.
Can I ask you, are you familiar with an individual named Ken?
Yeah. You mean your murderous brother? Yeah, I know him.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he's adopted.
He hired us.
So was it you who tried to go after my ship? And you and your people?
It wasn't me. I can only assume that she's dead. But look,
Who's she? Who's she?
hold on one second. Sorry, this is not her pausing. This is me pausing.
I thought you were falling asleep.
Maybe Ken has a
Look, if Favriel's alive, she's with your brother. I highly doubt they're alive. Sel was with me. Sel is now dead. I'm alive, but barely. And again, thanks to you, hence we're not fighting, etc., etc. Look, your brother is in way over his head if he's still alive. We are all in way over our head.
Does he owe money to Skulldrake?
No, Skulldrake funded the hiring of us. Look, God, you know when you walk into a middle of a play and you don't know what's going on. Look, that's all of you right now, okay? Just leave the play before you die in the third act. That's my recommendation.
and Agnes is thinking to herself, what did I get myself into?
I look at everyone else and go, dragon,
Let's kill a dragon.
let's get it. So I go, hold on, tell us about this dragon. Is he big? Is he just like a teenage dragon? I mean, Skulldrake's an old guy. That doesn't mean he turns into an old big dragon. Does he, is he mean? Maybe he's a nice dragon. I guess he's
Look,
mean.
I don't know if the Duke's alive, if what you said about the clone before, maybe he's alive. He's probably better off dead at this point. Skulldrake's definitely dead. Look,
Wait, the real Skulldrake.
The real Skulldrake, yes. The real Skulldrake is absolutely dead. I'm sure of it.
And the fake one is a dragon?
Yes. An adult black dragon, if I understand.
So he's the leader of all the lizard men.
Yes.
So he's the leader of all the guys with those tattoos on their forearms.
Yes.
And why'd they beat you up again?
Because I realized that Skulldrake and now the Duke is a black dragon right before they killed my second in command, Cell, and tried to kill me.
Wait, the Duke is also a black dragon?
I assume it's all the same dragon.
He gets around.
Who sent you after me?
No one sent us after you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We came across you.
We didn't know you were there. We're going to take out those lizards.
Well, if you want to send a message to Skulldrake, you could take out his followers.
We took out one.
There are probably... I was so out of it. How many did you see? Who did you see?
We saw
did
at
you see
least
the king?
4, and we killed one.
Did you see the king with the trident?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The beefy guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And the shaman?
yeah.
And the little guy.
Yeah, there's probably 7 other little guys.
Ooh. Okay.
Look,
Killed one little guy.
I know a place inside those caves. That's where I was holed up. Don't know how they found me. It certainly took them a while, but it did not go well for me. They will kill you, or they will torture you and then kill you.
I prefer just killed.
Trust me, I did too by the time I passed out.
So, where do you find this black dragon? Where does he live? Got a nest in a tree somewhere?
Okay, look. If you can heal me full up, let's go back and kill those lizards. Then you can part ways and never see each other again.
Doesn't sound like too bad of a plan.
Yeah, we were probably going to do that anyway.
Or if we fully heal her, she comes after us.
Oh, yeah. We heal you. You're gonna
She just said
I'm
that
right
for
here.
you. She just
Okay,
said
promise that you don't try to hurt us.
promises, schmomises.
Yeah, and my tackle counter gets reset to 0, so I get 2 free tackles before you really get angry again.
All right, how about this?
Actually, I'm thinking we could probably do this. And now that you really don't have the badgers, Vinny, maybe you could help her get into a different thieves guild?
Well, I don't know if she'd have that running her own. She
I don't know if she has what it takes.
doesn't want to join another one.
Look, there are badgers in other cities.
But there's
I
only
don't-
one guild.
I'm
you
very
want-
wealthy, if you didn't know. And
I'm aware of
If
your
you-
wealth.
I could pay you a little bit
All right,
for
I'm listening.
for your services to take out these lizard men.
She's
How
going to
much?
do it for free.
Well,
She's the smart one. I was going to do it for free.
Hmm.
But I do feel like I've given you quite a bit of information tonight.
You haven't told us that much.
but maybe you could
Tell
tell
you
a
that
little
you've
more.
been working with a dragon.
Okay. Yeah, but now it makes sense, so we kind of saw that.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes sense.
Sure. Look, let's kill the lizard folk. We can call it even.
Okay.
We can't
Could
kill
could she be useful for others? No. Could she be useful for other stuff? Like we kind of retain her for a little bit? No.
Yeah.
I'm
You could.
not a fucking lackey.
All right, fine. Let's just kill some lizards and be off with it.
Do you think that maybe we should try to get at least a full night's rest before we go in there guns blazing?
Yeah.
I
what do you
could
think
certainly
we should
use that.
Yeah. So
Should we tie her up?
let's just set up our watch.
Again, I'm right here, you idiot.
Take a rest in the tiny hut that I have set up. Get a full night's rest, recover, refresh ourselves, set back to...
We know they're going to stay in that cave for at least a day or 2.
2 days.
How do you know that?
That's what we told them to do.
How did you rescue me?
Maybe now you can pay us and we'll tell you.
Were you really that out of it?
We're very persuasive.
Sounds like you don't know everything.
So I tell her that we can stay up on a watch together, and I'll tell her the story.
Deal. She sort of walks over, shakes your hand.
She's got 9 hit points. She needs sleep.
She does.
Considering I was the one that gave her hit points back.
She's been putting up a brave front, but you can tell she is barely on her feet.
Yeah. I'll play a Song of Rest just to help ease everybody. Even though it's not necessary if we're going to get a long rest. Song of Rest is technically just for, I guess, short rests that you can get an extra hit die back, but I can still play it anyway just so people feel more relaxed.
Yeah, sure. All right, so you guys are going to do a long rest, keeping watching shifts with Vinny, with Agnes and Isura taking a shift together?
Yeah.
All right. All right, the night will pass without event.
Ooh, long rest. Oh yeah, needed that.
You all get a long rest.
Nice.
We'll got my spell slots back. Oh yeah.
Morning.
As the morning light shines through the hut, you can see, Dromm, you see that Isura already has one eye open and is sort of regarding you dubiously. She sort of gets up. Well, that was a night. Do you still want to go after them?
The more we kill now, the less we need to kill later.
Exactly. You can take out that dragon without all its lizards.
Yeah. I got a score to settle.
Let's do it then.
Let's go.
And so you guys get back on the horses and retrace the 6 miles.
Yeah. I mean, it'll only take an hour, so.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. It is okay. So you guys.
It's daytime. Lizards can't come out in the day.
I know it's definitely day. It's a bright day. Actually, what's the weather like? Weather's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. So if you get up, if you do an 8-hour rest from the midnight, you eat a quick breakfast. You're
Back on the road by 9.
probably on the road, right? So yeah, you're probably there by 9. All right. You arrive back in the daylight. Even from far away, you can sort of see the 3 holes in the cliffside. And Isura says, hold up. They'll undoubtedly be watching.
Are all 3 of them connected?
They are not. 2 of them just go straight back. All of them have old, rusted mine tracks. But the one that you found me in has a bit of a crevice off to one side, a natural cave that must have been adjacent to one of the mines. That's where I was holed up, because that's why they didn't find me for so long, because I was able to basically fill in the crevice that led into the larger one, but somehow, I think it was that damn mage. But regardless, that's probably where they are, in the one that you found me in.
The mage that they were chasing?
No, the shaman.
The mage
lizard,
that was the wizard.
the lizard shaman, exactly. Another one of them is capable of spells as well, the king. I suggest we take those out first, but the little ones will probably swarm us.
All right. Well, we did get one of the little ones
Oh.
last night.
Excellent.
One shot wonder.
One shot. Look at you. She sort of looks at Serpen like he did it.
I wish I could take credit for it, but it was my buddy Vinny.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Was it
all
critical
right.
strike?
Maybe I can't tackle people,
No, it was
but I
sneak
can
attack,
kill
right?
lizards.
It was a
We
sneak
may,
attack.
we may actually survive this encounter.
I was about to put my vuvuzela, but thought better of it.
Yeah.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Before we go in there, did you happen to notice the person that everyone was chasing?
The only person those lizard folk were chasing was me.
Oh, okay. Would I think that she matched the descriptions that the plants had given me?
Give me an insight check. The plant's not really going to help you in this case, but
Right.
you could try to see if you think she's telling the truth or not.
22.
Yeah, you feel like she's telling the truth. To her knowledge, they were chasing her.
Okay. All right. And the plants told me that the person they were chasing was about an hour ahead, or like, did they say how far? It was different times. They said something about sundown and sun in the sky. I don't remember. It's okay.
I think that was when they all passed through. I don't think they described how far between the two groups there was.
All right.
All right, do we bum rush him or do the old traveling salesman trick?
Well, they have taken all of my weapons except for this dagger that I kept hidden. Do any of you have a ranged weapon? You could take out the sentries from afar, perhaps? Trim the
I
bar?
I have a range weapon. Goes 60 feet. Is that good?
Sounds good to me.
I've got magic missiles.
I have a bow and arrow.
I've got these 2 hand axes.
You sure do. You sure do.
I mean, would that body of the other lizard guy be lying around that we can give her that scimitar at least?
I mean, I think you left it when you rode off on the horses.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're not as close as you were then right now.
Okay.
You're further off because she halted you further off because it's
Okay.
bright daylight and she didn't want anyone to see you guys.
All right. I don't think I have any extra weapons on me. I think I just have my own dagger and my rapier.
I actually have a flail.
I have a flail and a quarterstaff that I could lend you.
Quarterstaff is just a stick.
Yeah, I'm not super good with a flail. A sword would do well. I'll fend for myself after I kill one.
That's the spirit. All right, so how are we going to approach this?
I favor surprise, personally.
Yeah. Is she considered a rogue as well because she's in the Thieves Guild?
You, after hanging out with Vinny, you get the feeling she's quite roguelike, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sneaky pants.
Well, I'm just wondering if she would be wanting the surprise attack so that she could do sneak attacks.
Yeah, she evaded 2 of my tackles, so yeah, she's pretty agile.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I definitely have my armor on, so I'm going to up my armor class by wearing my my chainmail. Inventory.
I already have mine on.
Yeah. Oh, change shirt. I'm already wearing it. Oh, I know what usually keeps me more is my shield, but
All right,
I think I need my 2-weapon fighting. So.
Can we get him to come out of the cave, or do we don't want to go in?
Can I throw my sacred flame?
Well, can we approach the crevice and take a back entrance? Would that be a surprise, or would that be essentially trapping ourselves? I feel like that'd be trapping ourselves.
Wait, sorry, what was the plan?
No. In order to do the surprise, should we attack from outside, or should we try to sneak around to the crevice and attack from the inside? But then I feel like we would be trapped, and that wouldn't be good.
Yeah,
Well-
from what so the way she described it is there's 3 caves, 3 mine shafts. One of them though, the one that they were in last night, has the crevice that she had found in a previous thing, but that's where she'd been holed up, and it's not. It doesn't. You could make the argument that you could like go in the mine shaft closest to it and try to like dig through
Yeah, no.
into that crevice.
No.
That could be a thing.
Just from the outside.
Okay.
Do we want to save this fight for our next episode?
We definitely are. I just wanted to see if you like wanted to engage or
Well, I mean, can we see?
We can pick some off.
Yeah, I want
She
to do a
has
couple.
held back because there's probably people watching.
She knows if you go much closer, you'll probably be within sentry view.
Okay. So then, I mean, I can certainly do invisibility.
You are
And
full of tricks.
How close are we?
If where the horses were last time was about 400 feet, you're probably 600 to 800 feet still.
That's probably within Rogue's throwing range, isn't it? I could probably throw some ball bearings.
I don't know about that.
Got a good arm.
Well, I mean, someone with invisibility could certainly figure out where the sentries are.
yeah, so essentially I could cast invisibility at a 4th level and I can do 2 additional targets as well as me and 2 other people. So I could technically make the less stealthy people invisible, though you will still be making sounds with all of your armor clanging. Clang, clang.
I mean, if what you described last night in the hut, they probably won't fall for it again, but they probably would be hesitant to attack Skulldrake until they were sure this time. Perhaps you could draw them out and we could be waiting on either side, get them in a crossfire.
The old disguise as Skulldrake again?
Explain that again. Explain that again.
Well, say Vinny and I go on ahead, take up position to either side of the cave entrance. Perhaps take out the scouts, perhaps not, but either way, the rest of you sort of come up the front, hail them as you did last time, and when they come out, when they're not expecting it, Vinny and I attack. And then you attack. And then we all attack.
All right, I guess I'm going to disguise self again. Dromm and Pen, you'll be my sidekicks once again. We will approach with attitude and impatience.
Full
as
aggression.
usual. And
Guns
our
blazing.
2 rogue
could,
friends here.
You could say that I had died, and that you are displeased that you didn't get to question me further.
Yeah, they brought you too low in the hit points. Yep, that sounds very good. All right, will do. All right, Dromm, you're gonna have to coach me as to how to say this in Draconic.
Or just curse? I
Yeah.
think he could.
Yeah, but this is just
To be fair, we don't need to have a conversation. They step out, and then these guys attack them.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, okay.
All right, I am disguising myself as a dusty bush. So it's daylight, right? Can't really hide behind things.
So you like roll in the dirt.
Yeah,
She like sort of looks at you like,
it's bushes.
I guess there's something to that. And she sort of like picks up some and just like, she's already pretty messed up though, to be honest. So she
I
doesn't
mean,
have to do
Agnes
this.
probably has with her some kind of makeup if they want to try to maybe put a little like camouflage on their face. I'm sure I have many different colors of foundations and grease pencils and stuff like that, grease paint.
I think we'll
We
be
have that
okay.
stuff anyway.
Yeah.
The dirt shall suffice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We also have our
Just
green
out of-
meteor rock.
What I might do before we,
Your what?
because it is the morning, I might sending stone Wimblecat just to see if this is if we did talk about the binding thing.
You want to sending him while you were horse riding, basically.
Yeah, on the way there, because it would be early enough that he should be up and about, and I could tell him what I know about Skulldrake and what that glamour actually is.
Yeah, I didn't write down. At Wimblecats, Agnes wants to ask about the sphere and the compass, iron bands of binding, and the compass made by Rudlin. It doesn't say whether he identified it or not.
All right, I could just look back at that episode and replay it. But I'll just tell him about Skulldrake anyway then.
All right, so this is while you're riding the horse. Yeah, let's.
Nobody else knows that I'm talking to Wimblecat.
Right.
Just
So
pretty
what
quiet.
do you say?
I'm like, hey, Wimblecat, what's up? It's Agnes.
Agnes, how nice of you to hear from you. How nice to hear from you.
Well, I know it's only been like a day and a half since we last saw you.
How are your adventures doing?
Well, they are definitely adventures. We're about to go into battle. But I did want to tell you, in case we died, that Skulldrake and most likely the Duke do technically have a glamour, and is because they are hiding the fact that they are technically a black dragon.
I'm sorry, Agnes. Did you say a black dragon? I must have misheard you.
Oh yes, an adult black dragon. And there's something about a clone in there too, so it's a whole lot of mess in Wesleyville.
You're telling me that our Duke is an adult black dragon?
Well, I think that the real Duke might have been taken care of previously, and the Duke that we are now dealing with is the Duke that's in love is actually a black dragon. Just protect yourself. Keep yourself safe, Wimblecat, because I like you. Oh. And if you wouldn't mind, just keep an eye out for Lady Norfil. I want to make sure she's okay too.
Oh my, Agnes, you do make things interesting.
I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
There's much to talk about, but I will leave you to your business.
Yeah, call me back later on tonight, and I'll let you know how the battle did. If I don't answer, you might need to come out and find me and bring me back to life.
Oh my! Do take care, Agnes. I will use this information and make some inquiries of my own.
Yes, but please do be careful that you don't know who the black dragon has under its spell.
I suppose I do not. All right, good luck. Don't die.
Yeah. I have your potions of healing. So. Oh, by the way, did we talk about this? And then we can leave it at that. The binding spear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. All right. So yeah, you guys have a plan. We will we'll break there for tonight, and we'll see what happens in 2 weeks. All right. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. BND Live.